Francis, born Jorge Mario Bergoglio in Buenos Aires, Argentina, has died at the age of 88 on Easter Monday, April 21st, 2025, marking the end of a historic and transformative papacy. The Vatican confirmed that he passed away at 7:35 a.m. local time in his residence at Casa Santa Marta, the guest house within the Vatican grounds where he had chosen to live rather than the more traditional papal apartments, reflecting his well-known preference for humility and simplicity. His passing was formally announced by Cardinal Kevin Farrell, the Camerlengo, who expressed profound sorrow on behalf of the Catholic Church and described Pope Francis as a devoted servant of God who gave his entire life to the mission of the Church. The announcement came just one day after the Pope delivered his final Easter blessing from the balcony of St. Peter's Basilica and met privately with U.S. Vice President J.D. Vance in what would be his last official engagement. Pope Francis had faced mounting health problems in recent years, including recurring respiratory issues, a bout of double pneumonia, and kidney complications that required frequent dialysis. Despite these serious medical challenges, he continued to serve with unwavering dedication. His decision to persist in his papal duties, even as his health declined, exemplified his deep sense of responsibility and spiritual commitment to the 1.3 billion Catholics around the world. Known for his energetic pastoral outreach, he often emphasized themes of mercy, compassion, and care for the vulnerable, steering the Catholic Church toward greater openness and social consciousness. Elected in March 2013, following the surprise resignation of Pope Benedict XVI, Francis became the 266th Pope and ushered in a new era for the Church. He was the first Jesuit Pope, the first Pope from the Americas, and the first non-European to hold the office in over 1,200 years. His election was viewed by many as a signal of the Church's intent to reconnect with the global South and address contemporary issues with fresh urgency. Throughout his 12-year pontificate, he championed progressive causes, including the protection of the environment, the rights of migrants and refugees, and economic justice. His encyclical Laudato Si on climate change became a rallying cry for environmental responsibility, even outside religious communities. Pope Francis was also a vocal advocate for the inclusion of LGBTQ+ individuals within the Church, expressing support for same-sex civil unions and calling for respect and dignity for all, regardless of sexual orientation. At the same time, he worked to decentralize church authority, encouraged synodality, a form of more inclusive and consultative governance, and launched structural reforms to increase transparency in Vatican finances. While many lauded his attempts to tackle the long-standing crisis of clerical sexual abuse, his response was met with mixed reactions. Critics argued that some of his measures did not go far enough, though his defenders point to his consistent condemnation of abuse and implementation of disciplinary protocols against perpetrators. Global leaders, clergy, and millions of faithful have begun mourning his death, paying tribute to a pope who prioritized compassion, humility, and outreach over formality and tradition. Among those offering their respects was King Charles III of the United Kingdom, who reflected on their final meeting and praised the pontiff's dedication to global unity and interfaith dialogue. As mourning rituals commence within the Vatican and beyond, attention now turns to the process of selecting his successor. The College of Cardinals is expected to convene a conclave in early May, likely between the 6th and 11th, to elect the next pope, a decision that could shape the direction of the Church for years to come. Pope Francis's impact will be felt for generations. His legacy is one of reform, compassion, and a relentless focus on the gospel's call to serve the poor and marginalized. Even in the face of institutional resistance and global turbulence, he remained a voice of conscience, continually urging the world to pursue peace, care for the earth, and stand in solidarity with the forgotten. His passing marks the close of a profound chapter in church history, one that redefined what it means to be a spiritual leader in the modern world.